talaga. Sir, ilang gabi kong dinadigest talaga yun. No? Okay, sir, ngayon pa ba? Naiisip mo na yung sagot dun sa tanong mo? Ito, ano nangyari sa mga kagrupo niyo, ma'am? Okay. Walang contact. Sige po. Okay, so we are going to deal with session 6 and that is facing the forces. Okay. Sige po. Sana hindi pa puno yung mga... I have here a very short video and I would like you to find out. Ano kayang meron? Can anyone tell me what do you see in the video?
Forces.
There is
Facing the
a boat.
forces.
Paano nakarating yan dyan? Okay, what do you think that this boat is experiencing? Nag-struggle siya, ma'am. Ano sir, rocky road? Wavy water. Masyado bang malakas? Sino yung mga taga-islands? Yung sumasakay po ng bangka, ng barko. Matindi na ba to? Sa inyo? Matindi. Wala pa. Wala pa yan. Walang kabagay-bagay. Okay. Do you think that this boat is experiencing something? What the word for today? Something. Okay. Where do you think is this boat going to? Sa West Philippine Sea. So check kung ilan na yung mga Chinese vessels na meron doon. Makakaya na kayong lumaban sa mga Chinese vessels? Patay na siya. Okay. Do you think makakarating siya sa West Philippine Sea? Grabe sila naman. Makajudge naman sila sa Okay, sige po. Alright. Now, what are, if we are going to relate that in your solo and fast journey, particularly in your practice, in your classroom, ano kaya yan? Ano kayo dyan? Sino kayo dyan? You are the boat? Sino kasama niyo sa boat? You are learners and you are traveling, going to what? To huts. Alam mo? Talaga? Makakarating kaya kayo sa huts? Maidi-deliver niyo kaya yung mga students ninyo? Nang maayos? Sige po. Meron bang force, meron bang factors that will somehow affect yung learn? Sige, sir.
Sa akin po, yung pagkakaunawa po dyan, yung factor po or factors that could affect the journey of the teacher and the student is yung wave map that could be perhaps symbolized by the challenges na encounter along the way. Pero dapat steadfast pa rin yung pangkero, yung teacher na ituloy yung paglalakbay hanggang sa marating na yung sinasabi ni Ma'am doon, yung cuts. Marating niya, ma-meet nila yung learning outcomes.
Thank you, sir. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? No. Why? Cuts. Diba? Yes, ma'am. Pakitingin si ma'am. Meron pang additional si ma'am.
For me, ma'am, siguro yung dagat mismo. Kasi sometimes sea could be wavy, could be calm. Yung times kasi minsan akala natin smooth sailing lang, then mapupunta ka sa isang lugar na may biglang malakas pala yung current. Then, yung force na yun na ililiko ka niya, kasi lalo na kapag yung timon mo ay hindi ganun kalakas. So, ikaw na teacher ka, you should be strong enough. You should be strong enough para makago.
Do you agree? Kung hindi, why? Yes, okay. Parang tapos na yung session natin. If we try to reflect kanina lang sa ginawa ninyo, akala nyo smooth sailing lang yung pagawa ng WAC.
Pira pala.
Diba? So proud, di ba? Ay, dali lang pala nito. That you were able to put the different, ano yun? Strategies. Na kahit hindi nyo na pala trabaho, tinatrabaho nyo pa rin. Di ba? Akala natin, okay, ganun lang yan. Okay, sige. Let's try to relate that, in our session or facing the courses. Do you believe that people have varied responses or reaction whenever something or every time that new is introduced? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Okay lang ba yun? For some people, when something is new introduced or old being introduced, the reaction would be, madali lang sa iba, di ba? Para naman sa iba, it takes time for them to understand, right? And ito yung hindi mawawala sa grupo. Yung mga hindi talaga makaintindi. Yung hindi talaga, yung against to the change, against to the new idea, right? And that is normal. Do we have that in our field? Meron po. Ano gagawin natin sa kanila? Ano kaya gagawin natin sa kanila? Yes, it is normal, it is acceptable, and it is really inevitable. No, hindi talaga po natin maiiwasan merong ganon. Bakit kaya? And if we are trying to connect that, this, in any given situation, there is a so-called driving factors or forces that enable us to move forward and toward our desired destination or desired change. Meron palang ganon. On the contrary, there are also factors. These are the restraining factors or forces that hinders us, from reaching our goal. Anyway, this session will help us identify those different forces, the forces that drive or enable and at the same time restraining or hinder them for us to integrate the SOLO framework and use of HOTS PLP in our classroom practice. And the second one, ito na naman, to reinforce yung WAP natin, we will be developing an action plan to minimize the restraining forces and maximize the driving forces. Okay, what we target here is your PPST Strats 1.5. Yan yung tina-target natin. That's why in your WAP, you focus in this particular indicator only. Kaya yung mga example of the tasks and strategies na gagawin ninyo, may kinalaman sa inyong instruction. Such as what? Constructing or preparing instructional plan incorporating the SOLO, integrating SOLO and HOTS. Di ba po? And developing or crafting what? IMs. Instructional materials. Okay? Sige, na-enlighten po tayo dyan kanina. Alright, sige. Let us recall. Ano po ba yung terminal objective ng training natin na ito? Ma'am, what is the terminal objective of our training? Since day one, and it was reiterated in your WAP. I think, ma'am, to develop an action plan on how to implement this. Okay. Develop an action plan. Ano po yung terminal objective natin? Ayan na, sige. Nandyan po, i-reiterate kanina ni Sir Dario. Dalawa lang. Integrate, in other words, to integrate the SOLO framework and use HOTS PLP. Sino daw ang gagamit niyan? Si school tayo. Okay? So this is our terminal objective. Kaya try to review again your WAP. Dito focus lang po yung ating gagawing mga specific tasks. Integrate the SOLO framework and use the HOTS PLP in your teaching practice. Yung ating mga master teachers, meron pa rin pala, no? Nagagawin. So aside from the collaborative expertise, trabaho pa rin pala nila ang magturo sa classroom. Kaya dalawang WAP yung kanilang i-accomplish. Now, as we get along with our terminal objective, you will be prompted by 2 questions. The first one is that, what are the things or factors that can or will help you apply what you have learned about SOLO framework and use of HOTS PLP in your teaching practice? Meron po kaya? Sabi niya kanina, hindi palagi ang biyahe smooth sailing. Right? Okay. Ano kaya yon? Although, hindi siya smooth sailing, but of course, may mga factors yan, may mga bagay yan na makakatulong sa atin, sa inyo, for you to be able to apply what you have learned in this training. Sige, nasa isip pa. The second question is almost similar to this. Ano naman kaya yung pipigil sa inyo, no, from applying what you have learned about the SOLO framework and using HOTS PLP in your teaching practice? Meron kaya? Marami? Mga ilan? Isa? Okay, sige. Isip-isip ng konti. Okay. Now, to integrate the SOLO framework and use the HOTS PLP in our classroom practice or teaching practice, ayan, we have this 3-column table. This is called a force field analysis tool, a decision-making tool, that help us assess or identify the forces that will impact our desired change. Kasi ano yung desired change natin? For us to be able to integrate the SOLO framework and use of the HOTS PLP in our teaching practice. Okay, actually, this force field analysis was developed by a German-American social psychologist na si Kurt Lewins. It will help us analyze the positive and the negative forces, no, that would affect our plan or the change initiative. At yun po yung nakalagay sa inyong WAP. Okay, sige. Let's move. In your notebook, please list down what do you think are the driving forces, no, that helps you integrate the SOLO framework and the use of HOTS PLP in your classroom practice. No. On the other hand, please list down also the restraining forces na naiisip po ninyo. Sige po. Forces which are common sa inyong grupo. Then fill out the force field analysis part 1. Okay, now we are now going to do action, to do something with our restraining forces. Ano na yung gagawin natin? We have to maximize our what? i-maximize natin sila, dagdagan pa natin. No? So yung mga nasa restraining forces, therefore, ilagay natin sa driving force. Kasi nga sabi parang nakatutuwa ko, no? Kung ano yung kanilang driving force, yun din yung sa opposite, yun din yung ginawa nila ng restraining force nila. Okay? So, if we're going to maximize our driving forces, ano gagawin natin sa restraining forces natin? The negatives. Okay. So, the opposite of maximize is to minimize our restraining forces. Para ano? So that we can be able to integrate the solo and the use of hats. Para sino mong gagawa nito? Sino? Say, ako. Teacher kayo ng teacher, turo kayo ng turo. Sino gagawa nito? Baka pagpaling nyo doon sa station nyo, sasabihin nyo sa school nito, oy, ma'am, sir. Okay, sino gagawa? Kasi kayo nag-identify. So, meron to say kayo din po yung gagawa. Kaya if we're going to go back sa ating WAP, ayan, as we revise and review the WAP na ginawa nyo kanina, so may ilalaman na po ba tayo? Meron na? May mga idea na? Wala pa rin. Okay, sige. So that is our realization after finding out the different forces that affects or influence itong task natin. This particular task. Alright, now, as I have said, after identifying what's next, sabi niyo po kanina, we are now going to take action. Gagawa na tayo ngayon ng action. So, another plan. So, after selecting the top forces, the next step is to plan. Anong paplanuhin natin?
Plant kamuti.
Pagplanuhan na natin na ano? Let's plan to...
Naalala ko yung isang politiko na
Ano? How to address
what is your plan regarding
our
peace and order?
forces.
Sabi
Sige
niya,
po. Now, from the top 3 of the restraining forces and the driving forces, pili po kayo ng isa. Tag-isa sila. Isang positive, isang negative, at gagawa niyo po yun ng action. A detailed your action plan to maximize your driving force. And then, on the other hand, yung inyo namang negative o yung restraining force niyo, gawan niyo rin po yan ng action plan to minimize naman po. For example, one of the driving force is growth mindset. Okay. Parang meron po ako narinig nito kanina, pero driving, restraining force, negative mindset. Tama po? Pero dito sa kanya, driving force na, mindset niya. Okay. Growth mindset. May professional development din kanina dito akong narinig. So, ano yung action niya? To address this, to maximize yung growth mindset na sinet niya as driving force niya. Read at least one article or watch at least one video, ano kung nasa isla, about solo framework. Kasi totoo yan. Yung natutunan natin dito, hindi naman talaga lahat yan napoprocess na natin agad-agad. When we get back to our station, doon pa lang natin yan nakikimay-himay at nai-internalize. Lalo na po pag nagre-respond na sa atin yung mga bata natin. Right? Okay. So, that's the action. Next is, you are going to put or assign an individual who will implement this action. Sino yon?
Ako.
Yan. Yay. Hindi si teacher ha. Sino?
Ako.
Kasi kayo, hindi rin si school head. Okay? Sabihin ni school head, palit na tayo. And then, eto na po, similar to your WAP, meron din pong timeline. Kailan? Okay? Sige po. Now, is the instruction clear? Among the top 3, of the restraining forces and driving forces, pili po kayo ng type isa, tapos gawan niyo po ng action. Nabanggit niyo na po yun kanina, as it is fast. Sige po, I'll be giving you 5 minutes. Nandiyan pa rin po, part 2 na po na this.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. So,
Paano ito, ma'am? Ganito, ma'am. Mag-create ako story. Pero ilagay ko. Paano ko yan isabay?
Sabay, sir.
Okay, mag-post ako ng dito. Ganyan.
Video. I-add mo lang, sir. Kung gusto
okay,
ko
para po sa amin yung action na aming gagawin doon sa restraining forces na nangyari.
Video.
Yung action namin is, number 1 is teachers should be resourceful. Okay. And then, number 2, ask for assistance through home visitation. And the number 3 is
Lagyan ng caption,
self-motivation.
sir. Say
And the
something.
commitment, sa action, the teacher should be resourceful. The commitment is teachers, school head, and year-round. I-implement buong And then sa number 2, parents, stakeholders, teachers, principals, year-round, with a V. And then teachers, parents, year-round.
Year-round.
Okay, nabigla na shock daw si Ma'am. Sigurado.
Yeah. Okay, so to maintain a harmonious relationship, of course, we need to mingle with our co-workers. Let's say you have a faculty room, you go to the faculty room at times, and try to talk with your colleagues if you have vacant time. Another one, you need to have a positive mindset. So, let's say be happy for your co-teacher success if they got promoted. Avoid overthinking, avoid bitterness. Because sometimes, we are the only one who think that your co-teacher is thinking something bad about you. But actually, it's just you who overthink. That they are doing marites about you, but actually they are not. It's you who is at some point in our life. And then, for the restraining force, we have chosen overlapping tasks. So for the overlapping task, we need to budget our time, have a correct time management, and then you can also have a, let's say, do a checklist. You list down all the tasks that you need to finish in that certain day, and then try to check if you have already finished in doing it. So in that way, you will be able to monitor if you have already done that task. Okay. Yeah, and then another one, you can also do multitasking if it's really needed. Though it was said by our speaker that multitasking affects the quality of our work. But I think it depends on the task that we are willing to multitask. It still depends on us. If we are used to it, I think we can do it. Commitment. Of course, ako.
Dito siya.
Dito kanina.
So very detailed yung kanilang mga actions on the chosen driving force and restraining forces. Please, pakipost po ninyo doon sa wall ninyo kasi may prize po yan.
Equal opportunities for teachers to attend seminars and trainings at the time, and also encourage teachers. So the school heads, or should I say the teacher herself or himself, will encourage herself to pursue their master's education to keep them abreast of their profession with the current pedagogies, principles, and teaching. And then for our commitment, of course, all of us teachers, me, so sa lack ko, And our professional growth, so actually we are conducting that, and that is should be done monthly. And then for our schooling or pursuing master's education, I think ngayon na, huwag nang ipagpaliban na. Ngayon po.
Okay, so yung in-address ni Ma'am, restraining force is, ano po, lack of opportunities, and then your action is to provide equal, sino mag-provide po ng equal opportunities for the teachers? Who is lack of opportunity? The teacher. Okay. So, trabaho na naman ni Spirit, mag-provide. Okay, isa sa mga krabo namin, yung personal and professional development. Okay? Sige. Pagkilayan po natin yan. Okay, pag-post po doon sa wall, talaglaw yung gagawa. Alright.
Okay, napili po namin ay learners, driving force ay learning transformation. So, as a teacher, we must see to it, to apply different strategies and approaches in integrating the solo framework and using the HATS PLP in our teaching practice to make the learning transformation happen to our learners. So, in other words, pag-alis po natin, pag-win natin, pagdating ng pasukan, apply po kaagad ng solo framework at gamitin po agad natin ang HATS PLP para po magkaroon din po ng transformation doon sa ating mga learners. Yan lang po, thank you. Ay, pati ba commitment? Siyempre po ako, pati mga teachers. So, restraining forces dito, upon implementation, absenteeism ng mga bata, mga learners. Sa absenteeism naman, factors ay yung minsan lack of support from parents. Siguro hindi lang sa learners namin sa ALS nangyayari ito, siguro sa formal nangyayari rin po na nag-a-absent sila kasi kailangan po nila maghanap buhay para makatulong sa pangangailangan nila sa kanilang pang-araw-araw.
Yan ang real scenario.
So, common po yun na landan sa amin, malihan sa pagkakaroon nila sa ekonomiya. Yan ang po.
Real scenario yun.
Okay, sige. Wala daw ibang gagawa. Teacher. Okay. Bago mo makalimutan yung group
The started competencies training, solo model, and HATS PLP.
Bago na rin sa Mindanao yung dati niya daw yun na ano.
Eh, siyempre, pag nag-asawa na, may kumakahanap ka na rin.
Okay, for the driving force, we have number of frustration readers since will be pulled up because of this kind of readers. So the actions that we are going to do are first, identify students with manifestation, those are struggling readers, and then the teacher will assess those kind of readers, and then assess and then tell the result to the school head, and then seek for the presence of the parent and the student. Doon po siguro sa sa office ni teacher or doon sa office ng school head for the agreement na kailangan pong tulungan yung kanyang anak, and then the program or the intervention will take place. Of course, with the consent of the parent. And then, of course, to make the program possible or successful, there should be a sustaining of the program. Kailangan po sustain po yung gano'ng attitude or yung commitment po ng teacher to conduct a particular program. And I am committed as well as my
kasi broker man yung Melissa.
And then, for the actions we have, the conversation, bukod sa pag-research sa student mo is
broker man yung Melissa.
Kasi minsan hindi yan sila nakakita yung mga panahon na nagsasalita ka doon, nagsasabi ka,
broker, 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 ng mga foreigner.
And then, of course, intervention naman dito sa learning classes. Ang tawag dyan is remedial classes. Kung may na-miss man yung yun. And then next is monitoring of implemented intervention. Hindi ka na nagbibigay ng intervention, but of course, you have to monitor that. And crafted or modified learning activity sheets na sinulat doon sa learner's need. Yes, yeah. And of course, meron itong integration ng as an advisor and the captain ako ay subject teacher.
Ang state ko business.
Do we